y'all, this is Cyndee. I'm the Tireless Tangler. I want to welcome you back to my channel and thank you for being with me today. We are doing the Inktober challenge of a tangle every day, and today is day 12, and today's tangle is called AMATH or AMATH, I don't know. And it is by Patricio, CZT. So it is a ribbon pattern, and she has got 3 versions of this. This is 2 of them. And you can go to tanglepatterns.com and check it out. Let's get started. I'm going to be using a regular Zentangle tile today. If you don't have that, hot press watercolor paper or even regular watercolor paper is a good choice to go on there. So instead of a border today, I'm going to do a string that is like a ribbon. And so what I'm going to do is just take my pencil, make a couple of curves like this, okay? And then I'm going to do that, I can't remember the tangle name, probably ribbon or something like that. I'm going to do 2 straight lines down from the curve, right? And then I'm going to put a bottom on that ribbon. And you want to do that in pencil so that you don't get confused or have a chance to fix that if you aren't comfortable with the way it goes. Right? So this is basically what we have. This isn't quite right. And if you're not sure about how to do ribboning and you don't want to deal with it today, you do not have to. That needs a curve. There, that's much better. You can just do straight across. The tangle is going to be the same, although it will look a little bit different. But yeah. So I think I am going to do the version, although I love this one, I think I'm going to do this version, but I'm going to work the edges like what is that? What is that? Betwixt or something like that. Anyway, some of you smart people in the audience, you can tell me in comments what that is. All right. So I'm going to start with my PN, and I'm just going to redraw my top line here. How's everybody doing today? The pups and I are fine. Mari said he's fine. Or actually, he said he was good. Yay! Everybody's fine. Everybody's good. I think I want to move this pencil line down just a tiny bit. Like this. And then like so. And then carry this line down. All right. So as you can see, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be, but it's going to be lots of fun. So I just want to take this pencil line off right here so I don't mistake it for something else. That's a problem for me. And then I'm going to now switch from my PN to my 01 to do my drawing. But I've given myself a nice thick line there. Now for my inner aura here, I'm going to take this Let me think. I think that's going to work, because that will eventually disappear as we go. So after your outer line, you just want to put an inner aura on both the edges. And so coming from here, as this disappeared here, it's going to come out like so. And again, if you're not comfortable with what I'm doing, which is fine, I know that I have a lot of beginners today. If you don't want to do this, just draw 2 straight lines across and do your ribbon straight across, and you don't have all the folding in there. Just for those of you who are a little bit more confident, you can try what I'm going to do. Thank you guys for all your comments and advice and thinking about things. I do appreciate everyone. Okay, and I don't think this is going to need one. That goes too far. So we'll see what happens. All right, so now for this version, it's very simple, okay? And I think I'll show you right here on this section, since I have the full section. And this just starts with some triangles. So you're going to do a zigzag line from one edge to the other. Leave yourself lots of room. Make them decent size. You don't want these to get too small. You'll be having trouble. Okay. So that's the first thing. I guess this needs to go like so. All right. Then in this top half, I want you to make another aura. Remember, an aura is just a parallel line. Just an outline, basically. Oops, should not have gone so far. We'll just do that and not worry about it, okay? So then the next step is to put basically a little half diamond on the underside, and then aura each side of that. So and again, they don't have to be perfect. It's going to be okay no matter what. This will go, I'll put a slight curve in that so it'll be turning with the ribbon here. All right. Not perfect, but it'll be fine. And then we're going to make another diamond shape. So we're basically going to aura this top half here, or a half diamond, like so. And then again, aura. So this is lots of zigzag lines and auraing, and that's it. Okay. So skip the downward ones. Although I guess if you wanted to, you could put it up there too. there, and I can't see those and can't see those, so, well, actually, all right, well, that does kind of look like it's turning. We'll see. We'll see. Shading, that'll be it. Okay, so this is the pattern. This is what we're going to do. Then you ink. Let me change to my PN. Then you ink this little diamond shape in the middle that we finally got around to making. Remember, when you're inking with your pen, the lighter the pressure you put on there, the better the ink will flow. It's counterintuitive, but when you want to press down because you're having trouble with ink flow, that actually restricts the flow of the ink more. So light, and frequently I use little circles the same way you do with your colored pencils a lot. Just gives a good coat of black. Be patient with your inking. Take it as an opportunity to breathe and force yourself to relax and take a minute and enjoy filling that black space. Just lightly. Turn your pen in your hand every few minutes so that you're not wearing your nib on one side. I do that as a habit now without even thinking about it. If you pay attention to what I'm doing at all, you'll see me shift my pen or pencil or whatever it is I'm using in my hand on the regular. Just like that. And it just causes you to use the different side of your nib. And of course, the ideal way to do these is straight up and down, right? That's the ideal way to hold this pen. It gets hard. That's one reason why plastic nib, the PNs, are really good for people who press hard, because their nibs are less destructible than the 01s and the other types, the microns. All right, so there we have that. One more. Now I can put different versions of this in the different spaces, but I think I'm just going to stick with this one. I don't want this to be an hour-long video again, although I know some of you appreciate that. All right, now what I want to do on the insides of this is is it betwixt? Betweed? I can't remember. Somebody tell me. Oh, I should not have done this with this pen. I'm going to switch. All right. I don't want this to be too loud. It's just you alternate your auras, right? It's really a cool look. You can tell I haven't been working since I can't remember my Tangle names anymore. Shame on me. Just alternate one side and then the other side. And of course there's more we can do with that, but I'm not even going to do that much. I don't want it to be, my shaking would make that difficult, and I don't want to overwork it. So I'm just going to simply do this, which I find is extremely effective. Like that. I like it. Oops. Well, we did the best we could. All right, I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that over here and over here, and of course you won't be able to see all of it on these, but you now know sort of where I'm going, right? So I actually love the variations. They are very cool. All right, so I had an issue with my phone and I missed part of the video. I can start over and do it again, but I think you guys got the right idea here with finishing these middle parts, and I thought I would just go ahead and finish the tile with you and then do the shading, and we'll all have a shorter video to deal with, and hopefully tomorrow will go better. I'm learning that if I don't delete things out of the recently deleted folder on my phone, they still are resident there even though I've deleted them. It takes up a lot of room, and since I've got a whole lot of videos on there, it takes up an extra lot of room. So I had to go through and delete all the recently deleted ones. Make enough room to do this. Remember to take time with your pen. Don't push hard if you want the ink to flow out nicely. Gentle is the way to go. Just slow down and take your time. See, you missed me doing all this. I really do like this pattern. I like all three of the versions of this. I think they're all pretty cool. So I think I've got just about everything that I needed. Before I do my shading, I'm going to do a quick jelly roll correction, if you will. So for the person that asked about jelly rolls, this is the Jelly Roll 10. It's got a really big nib there, and so the ink flows out really nicely, and you don't have to worry about a lot of extra. Then you want to very gently get it going, right? This is really what I wanted to fix. And then once you've gone over it, you need to give it enough time to dry. And you can go over it again if you need to. It's not necessary though. All right, shading really does hide most of your problems, and you know, even if not, who cares if you made a mistake or had an area that doesn't look the way that you want it to. It's fine. So I'm going to start my shading somewhere else and let that get a good chance to dry all the way through before I go over it. So I'm going to start by adding graphite right here along the edge of this aura here. This is my central element from the zigzags, and I'm going to do it on this same side on each one. And that's going to give me that 3D look. And then I think on this side I'm just going to do from this point down. And if I get too much, I'll lift that off. Okay. All right. And I'll move down here and do the same. I guess I did the whole thing on that one, didn't I? Well, let's try it and see how it looks. If we don't like it, we can take it off. And I'm going to put a little bit here where these cross. Remember, where the lines are perpendicular, that's where you want to look at shading. And if you don't want to, don't. Let's see how this looks on both sides. I'm not at all convinced. I don't know. I may pick that up later, but we'll see. Up here, I've just done it on this side and this bottom part. I don't know if that's a better plan or not. And of course, you guys shade the way you want to. So, while I'm thinking about that, I'm going to go over here and really put in a lot of graphite right here where we're turning the corner. And I'm really going to lay it on thick. Also on the outside, right where this curves. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're gonna find out. Okay. I guess I don't mind that, and it looks kind of strange. I just need to not do too much. All right. Okay. I think I'll try some right here on the inside of this. See how that looks. Again, I can always lift out what I don't want. Oops. Okay. And I think I'll add some more. Where'd my pencil go? Oh, here it is. Right in this area. And will that all get mixed up? Yes, it will. Don't worry about that. There we go. Okay. And you know, sometimes shading is trial and error. Sometimes it works out well, sometimes it doesn't. Again, I am not the person to learn shading from. That would be my teacher, N.E. Oken, and neoken.com, ENIOKEN.com. Once you've seen her work, you go, yeah, I don't want to really learn from Cyndee anymore. She's really the best, and she is. She's an excellent teacher. All right. Yes, baby.
I don't know what's going on.
What?
I don't know what's going on, but I got a headache. Feels like there's something like poking right here.
Come here. Let me feel your head. Not running fever. Right
that's
in
cold.
back.
Like right here. Feels like there's something like poking in my head into my brain.
Okay.
I know there isn't anything there, but it feels like it.
Let me give you something. All right. A little med visit for Mari, and we're back in business here. Now this is going to go over all of this because it's the shadows. Theoretically, it's supposed to be the shadow that goes here. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Okay. I need my glasses back. All right. Okay, so let's finish this up and we'll be done. I feel like I sort of didn't do a very good job on this one, but I struggled getting started today, and then Kimberly was here this afternoon, and Mari's been Mari. He's perfect. He's just my perfect boy with a sailor's mouth. All right. Bud? Well, maybe don't do that. Okay, so let's put this out at arm's lengthy there. I don't know. This feels like it needs something extra. And I don't know what it is yet. And it may not be anything. But I may have to look at this for a bit and see where to go with this. Again, this is not my Zen, because I like those organic patterns, but I think it's important to do things that are not in your comfort zone. And so that's what's great about these challenges, where somebody else is picking the tangles and you don't get to have a say in it, is they're going to choose things that maybe aren't your favorites, but will challenge you in a way that you haven't had. Well, I feel like we need some help with this, but I don't know what to do, so I guess at the end of the video you guys are going to find out what, if anything, I did about this, and then we're going to find out what happens. All right, guys, thanks for being with me today, and I'm going to see you tomorrow, where I hope we have a little bit better time. All right, bye.